webinar. For those of you that have been with us for the previous two webinars, the first webinar was about power dynamics and mapping. During that webinar, we discussed extensively how effective use of mapping and understanding power dynamics is when it comes to advocacy or when it comes to implementing a particular developmental project. The second webinar, we discussed leveraging digital and media tools for effective advocacy. And we've seen how social media and digital media tools can be used for effective advocacy, thereby cutting costs and reaching a larger audience. And today we will be discussing our plans new topic, though we are building on the previous topic, which is innovative and sustainable solutions to regional developmental challenges. So today is not just a regular conversation, but rather we'll be breaking out into forums to discuss these key issues, especially in the context of Africa, our region. Remember that the Kabylon Africa think tank is a Pan-African think tank that seeks to solve the issues of Africa in a more professional and more developed way in a context that we understand issues around health, education, gender, equality, human rights, and a lot of them. So we have key issues. And for those of you that are hearing about the Caribbean Africa for the first time, there will be a link in the chat box where you can learn more about the think tank itself, what we seek to achieve, and how you can register to be a member of this think tank. It's a group of individual professionals, students, and corporate organizations that are working together to address similar or common challenge of for Africa to move forward. We are seeking to build an Africa we are proud of, an Africa we deserve, and an Africa we will live for the next generation. So while people are diving into the meeting, we'll just, I will seek for indulgence to give a benefit of 3 minutes so that other people could join. So we'll start by 2:05 West African Standard Time. This afternoon here, I don't know if you could type in the chat box, what's the time in your country currently? Nigeria right now is 2:02 p.m. That's the West African Standard Time. So in your own country, what's the time now? So you can type in the chat box. Well, Sophia says it's 3:03 in our own country. My own country, Nigeria, is 2:03 as well. So Sophia is 1 hour ahead of me. So let's see what other people have been doing. So Asivi is also in the same time zone with me. She is also 2:03 currently. So we're just 1 minute away from starting. Let's be getting ready and let's be sharing out. If we have friends, colleagues that have registered for this webinar but probably have forgotten, you can quickly reach out to them and tell them that we are starting, because this is going to be very, very much educative and we'll be doing a lot of work to identify and figure out key issues affecting our various countries and regions. We'll be working together to identify effective and sustainable solutions to those issues and how we go about implementing those solutions, mapping our right stakeholders and the right digital and traditional media tools we'll be using in addressing those challenges. So we are officially starting this webinar. And as I introduced earlier, we are going to be discussing the topic, innovative and sustainable solutions to regional developmental challenges or development challenges in Africa. We all know that there are various challenges affecting our continent, Africa as a whole. And these challenges will not solve themselves or will not solve themselves, but rather someone has to do something. And when these challenges keep piling up, they tend to form a strong force that will be very much difficult to reckon. But when we choose to act, the little acts we could do towards solving these challenges will probably make a great impact or probably.
Welcome. There's a lot of problems with the internet, right? Jumping in and out because of network.
Yeah, a lot of people have been jumping in and out, and the network is having.
In fact, I was telling colleagues on room 3 that that should even be a developmental issue, but nobody picked that because I saw colleagues from somewhere in Ethiopia, they were saying they were having network challenges in some regions since last year. I said, whoa, it's a general issue. So, but it was an interesting dialogue. I really learned from colleagues, learned to see our uniform challenge that we're having. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that definitely technology and internet and so on. Okay, so East, okay. Southern Africa, we don't have anything written. Who was responsible for South Africa? Can you please? Who are our South African colleagues? Antonia and Abdul Karim. Can you please capture some of the things there? Because we want to just clean this up and make it into an output.
Yes,
There's nothing on the document from Southern Africa. We have East Africa, they started to write. So, colleagues, West Africa wrote the most.
Yeah, I think they are working on it to calculate the documents. I think it's only North Africa, there's no representation.
Yes, we didn't have anyone.
May I please come in, fellow colleagues? Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am well, and greetings to the rest of the team in the room. I might have missed the document. I am the one that is going to present on behalf of the Southern region. So could you please kindly on the checkbox just drop in the link so that I can quickly populate, because I've already started populating it, but on the Word format. So it's going to be easy for me. I'll just copy and paste. Thank you so much, colleagues.
Excellent. Thank you, Sina. Can someone please put in the link again? Ladan, please put in the link. Meanwhile, let's jump very, very, very quickly because we're gonna go ahead overtime again. And I know it's internet challenges, but let's hear from East Africa. Who's going to present very quickly? Who's presenting from East Africa?
John,
hello, guys.
Okay, John Moing is presenting from East Africa.
Go ahead.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we would love to see you too, but okay.
I'm on a transit, so I'm cut. So we had one main issue that what was the main challenge, especially in East Africa. And the main challenge was unemployment, which stood out to East Africa countries. And we have also talked about the challenge that young people have gone through because of unemployment. We have the issue of people going to Middle East and being misused there because of unemployment, going there to look for jobs. So we see agencies take advantage of that. We also have the issue of young people who's trying to start businesses. They cannot get documents because the documents are very expensive. So you see young people, they cannot start business because you need to have licenses, which also are very expensive. We also have the issue of education. Like majority of young people in East Africa have been taught to be employed. So like majority are learning to be employed. So we don't have we don't have a lot of innovative school where young people can get innovative and come up with ideas. We had the challenge of government not giving young people seeding to start for innovative. Like you see young people maybe write proposal to Western countries to look for maybe bids to start their businesses. So like the East Africa governments, they are not supporting young people to start their own businesses. So we came with few solutions. The first solution was to support innovative, as to make sure that young people can start businesses. They can be innovative and being supported by government to work. We also have the other another solution which we came with was reducing the rate of licenses. For example, if you want to start a business, the documents should not be like very complicated with like many pages. Like you have to do this, you have to do that. Like you should at least for young people to at least reduce the rates, maybe for young people and person living with disability, so that at least they can get the opportunity to work. We also had the last solution for innovative, just to and also change the education system. Like we should also educate our kids not to be employed, but to be innovative. That they can start their businesses. They can be independent, not like learning and then waiting to go to university and then to be employed. Like they should be taught earlier to depend for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Really interesting, very insightful. Thank you. We'll be sure to capture this. All right, East, and I'm trying to jump West, South. Sina, you can just give us a very quick overview and then continue to add later.
No, thank you so much, fellow colleagues. Good afternoon once again. My name is Brinomzi Zawuka. I am coming from South Africa. I am the Executive Director for Treatment Optimization Campaign. I am also serving within the Civil Society Forum as the chairperson for people who are living with HIV and the TB focal person. So what actually stood out for us as one of the major challenges that we are faced with in the southern region. So we've got numerous challenges, but the main one, it was around people who are living with HIV, cutting across all sectors, youth sector, men's sector, K-pop sector, children's sector, traditional health practitioners sector, traditional leaders sector, sport, art, and culture as well. So these are all the people that have been affected, more especially by the PEPFAR hunt in terms of the big elephant in the room. So currently what we have noticed is that the stigma and discrimination for people who are living with HIV, there's now limited access to healthcare. You know, having to understand that our implementing partners were actually trying to lower the burden in the healthcare facilities. So them having to be kicked out on the healthcare facility, we find ourselves in the southern region not even having adequate data that we can actually relate to, because that data now it's sitting somewhere there in US. We can't even get that access, you know, just to get the numbers to say how many people are lost in care, how many people we need to bring back into care. So currently in South Africa and other southern region countries in Africa, there's a strategy that has been put in place. So we know very well that there's G20 and we know that we have established C20. So the CIS20, it's also another political, social mobilization strategy for civil society members and leaders to actually come together and come up with strategies to say, how best can we now start funding our own HIV, TB, and STIs program? Another issue that we have picked up after the big elephant decided to cut the funds was the issue of long waiting lines in all our facilities now, including your pickup points. You know, it's actually a mess in some of the facilities. And we are also experiencing your antiretroviral stock out. Some facilities, they've been given at least 1 month supply. Some are given only 7 days supply. They need to go back each and every once after a week in a facility to get their refill, of which that's very frustrating. And obviously, it leads to poor retention into care because we can't now return people back to care, having to understand that we are having all these issues. So our possible solution, actually, this one, it's a little bit technical. We are optioning for the treatment optimization. Instead of you taking a pill daily, why not fully advocate for your long-acting injectables, ART, prevention methods, and also introduce your diagnostic tools, which are very optimal. Unlike waiting for your TB results for 3 to 4 weeks, but you can get them immediately after seeing a doctor, maybe after 20 minutes. So these are the strategies that have been put in place, and we need to make sure that we push our point of care testing. We need to make sure that our point of care testing, it's something that we also push, having to make sure that our community-based organization are being trained and qualified to start doing this work so that we can lower the burden in our facilities. So within the C20 and the Civil Society Forum, we are hoping that capacity building is something that it's needed so that we can strengthen the capacity of organizations that are responding to people who are living with HIV. And also we need to look at the multi-sectoral approach. We need to forge a partnership as much as possible, having to look at the Closing the Gap 1.1 million campaign. So in the Southern Africa, to be specific, we've got 1.1 people who are actually lost on art, lost on the system. They have been tested positive, they've started their art, but for whatever reasons, they've just decided to stop taking their medication, of which this is a challenge. So this 1.1 Closing the Gap campaign, it's going to assist us in making sure that a comprehensive campaign improves retention to care, and also making sure that we are having community engagement, more especially working and engaging with your community-based organization, with your PLHIV networks, and also not leaving the private sector, because the private sector also have a significant role that they need to contribute in making sure that we end HIV by 2030. Thank you so much, fellow colleagues.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And please add in any links that people can read about more that you said in all the campaigns. And this is an example of a campaign that's already on, but, you know, can be a good example. Thank you. West Africa, I'm afraid to call you, but go ahead. Who's presenting? We are some minutes behind time. Who's presenting?
Okay, hello, colleagues. Yes, so for West Africa, we have lots of discussion and deliberation, but the person presenting for us is the YCF from Nigeria, that's Asibi.
I'm here.
Yes, good, Asibi, the floor is yours.
Okay. So good evening, colleagues. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share with us. We are from the West Africa. The key regional developmental issue that we discussed was around lack of integrity and accountability. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, and based on that, we identified some models in some countries like Burkina Faso, Rwanda, China, and then Chile. And some of the things that they have implemented to see that the lack of accountability and integrity is countered is they developed an e-procurement system, which allows for transparent and competitive bidding processes of either contracts or whatever processes that are being made public in the countries. Then the procurement of law reforms. They have also they did the procurement law reforms to increase transparency, accountability, and competition in government contracting. Then they have also strengthened institutions so that they most
I think we
or
lost
all their institutions are able to work systematically to support each other.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Felicity. Much appreciated. I think definitely across the entire continent, this is an issue.
Oh, so sorry.
No, it's fine. So please, let's make sure that we populate that document as much as possible because we really want to provide a resource. And you see, these will be helpful for us individually and collectively in our countries as resources, depending on what the issues are. So I'm going to hand over to Uche. I'm sure Uche would want to probably take a photo first, right? Before we're ending now, we'll be done by 4:30. Uche, do you want us to do a photo first and then?
Yes, colleague. So if we can turn on our cameras, please. I want to see our beautiful and handsome faces, our pretty faces. Let's on our camera.
Abdullahi Ali, we'll come to you. If you could please put on your camera. We want to take photo first.
Yeah, we can put on our cameras, please. So, okay. Okay, we are doing good. We are doing better. Okay.
Okay.
I just took one.
I'm trying to see how my face can be, I can face a light to get me
Can be
better.
finer than it is.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Yeah. Let me see.
Okay. Uche, let us know when you're done.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe you can manage me this way.
We'll manage.
Yes, we're done. Thank you, manage. Thank you, colleague. Yeah.
Uche, Abdullahi had a very quick one, and then we'll do your announcements. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
We're good. Go ahead.
I think it's my time.
Yes, go ahead. 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you very much, all. I'm very happy to participate in this webinar. And I would like to add my points. I'm from Somalia. And in my idea, the integration of sustainable innovation is to be achieved by using modern technology and be a balanced science growth. It's also to be achieved by promoting economic growth, addressing environmental renewable energies, improving social and well-being. So I would like to conclude to achieve integration, sustainable development, is to utilize renewable energy sources, implementing smart infrastructures, and fostering agricultural and practices. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Aye. Can you please add it? Can someone please add the link once again to the group for the document so that we can make sure that this is captured, right? If you could please add it to the document, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm handing over to Uche. Over to you, Uche.
Okay, yes, colleague, nice. Okay, sorry, my network. Nice submission was made, colleagues, and main announcement for us is one for the YCS. We want to see more collaboration. Some emails have been sent for us to collaborate on some of the documents we produce. Like some of us have been following the activities from the Kabilo Africa think tank. You can see beautiful resources that have been produced from the inception of our webinar, from the launching of our first advocacy documents, from our General Assembly, which it's only the youth country focus that attend. So we want more of this collaboration. We want to see YCF coming together and ensuring that we get these documents submitted and prepared in a time-sensitive manner. And also the country issue mapping survey. Yes, thank you, colleagues, for the collaboration and the effort we've made. Some of the colleagues, some of us, we raised some concerns about our different languages not captured. Now, the good news is the survey is already up on Empowering Women for Excellence initiative on all our social media platforms. The survey is in 3 major languages. That's Arabic language, English language, and French language to admit more persons. So what we can do is just help in populating it, help in sharing that survey so that more people can be able to take part in it. The survey is for persons of all ages in Africa. We want to see how we can address the Africa and we can address the different issues in Africa. And then in so doing, we can propose solution and get the African we desire. And then the next announcement is our Youth Country Focal General Assembly. It's this Friday, 25th April, 1600 to 1700 West African time. That is only for the Youth Country Focals from the different African countries. It's only webinars that is open to every individual, but the General Assembly is only for our Youth Country Focals. Then, really excited about the next announcement, which is the CAP Legacy One advocacy efforts and partnership announcements. Let's just be getting ready for something huge that will be coming our way. Remember, with our collaboration, with our support, we can get this done and we can actually see and be part of that Africa that we desire. Thank you very much, colleagues, for your time. Thank you for the inputs. It was nice speaking and networking and connecting with different minds from different African countries, particularly in West Africa. Sorry, my group. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you. So over to you, Ladan. Have anything for us? Ladan Setia, have anything for us? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Uche. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this conversation. You will agree with me that it was really, really engaging, educative, and at least we've laid a foundation for ways to start identifying key issues and not just identifying them, but beginning to take action. And trust me, in a couple of days, we'll publish, we'll start working on these solutions and we'll elaborate and we'll partner with a team of researchers and we'll definitely act on them. So thank you so much for joining us. You can always be part of the Kabilo in Africa think tank. You can register to be part of us. The registration link is in the chat box, and you can always go to our YouTube channel to see the recording of the previous webinars, especially the one on power dynamics and mapping, and the other webinar on leveraging digital tools for effective advocacy. So thank you very much, and over to you, Sophia, for the closing.
Thank you, Ladan. Really appreciate everyone, your incredible insights. As we said, we'll be making this into an output. Can we have the link to join the LinkedIn group, please, in the chat as well? YCFs, we're going to see you on Friday. It's going to be quite open, that session. You are going to lead it. You are going to lead the discussions. So please get ready to come and discuss. We're just waiting for the link for LinkedIn. If you're not a Youth Country Focal, we would want you to join, be a member, which is free, and also to join LinkedIn. We're learning that our webinars must be at least 1.5 hours, I think. So that's the LinkedIn group. Thank you, Uche. Please join so you can see where all the announcements and everything is happening. Thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate your insights. Look out for the publication from this, and looking forward to seeing you next month for the next webinar and YCFs on Friday. Have a good rest of the day.